Welcome to the TeaTarik podcast, brought to you by WealthVantage Advisory. So today is our very first episode to dive into the meaningful conversation, just like a good session of having a cup of TeaTarik. So sambil-sambil kita TeaTarik ni, kita akan menggali, mengorek segala conversation yang topik-topik menarik yang kita akan cakap selepas ini, okay? So kenapa? Why TeaTarik? Okay? So TeaTarik is actually symbolize diversity and also a connection, whereby is a drink whereby we enjoy the drink across the multicultural thingy. So yeah, that's why we call it TeaTarik lah, because I think most everyone is actually enjoy TeaTarik lah. Tak kisahlah you actually Malay, Indian or actually Chinese, we all enjoy the good TeaTarik. So that's why this TeaTarik is actually symbolize a good conversation lah. So whereby kalau mesti nak lepak kedai mamak mesti kena ada TeaTarik, betul tak? So same goes with our podcast channel. So that's why we use TeaTarik podcast, brought to you by WealthVantage Advisory. So stay tuned guys for more insightful story of our today of our first segment. Okay, so that's why we're going to introduce our very first financial planner, our first guest actually who joined this first episode for TeaTarik podcast, none other KS Lim. So introduce yourself, Bob.
Hi Amir, thank you for having me for this in the first podcast. I feel very honored to be here. My name is KS Lim. I'm a licensed financial planner attached to WealthVantage Advisory. I have been in this practice for 3 years. Before this, I have been in the financial industry almost the whole of my working life.
Wow.
But more related to investments and financial planning over the last 10 years or so.
Yes.
What I do here in WealthVantage is I provide holistic financial planning.
That's good.
I specialize more towards the pre-retirement and retirement portion of financial planning.
Wow.
Okay, but that doesn't mean I cannot provide the full-fledged product of financial planning. It's also part and parcel of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just that the focusing on the retirement and pre-retirement.
All right.
So if you guys looking for retirement, he is the right person. So thank you KS, thank you for joining us. So hari ni kita akan bersembang lah mengenai beberapa topik yang menarik. Antaranya adalah what is your resolution, financial planning resolution, and then what is your this year resolution, and we're going to talk about that later. And we're going to talk about your makan besar culture, and also we're also going to talk about the on color for red and gold. So stay tuned if you guys wanted to know more about this issue. We're going to stay with KS and hope you guys to stay. Okay? Okay, hi KS. Thank you for staying with us. Okay, so KS, so today we're going to talk about what do you mean by New Year resolution? Because as we know, like every time tahun baru je mesti ada new resolution, betul tak? Kan? So apa sebenarnya maksud New Year resolution ni sebenarnya? They need to understand.
Hi Amir, thank you for having me here. Basically, New Year resolution is something that everybody wants to set an objective to achieve during the new year.
Yes.
And a lot of times, these are the things that they feel they want to do, but they do not really know how to go about doing it.
Yes.
And why they are not able to achieve it. That's why a lot of time, New Year resolutions are never successful.
Yes, betul.
Yeah.
When we talk about New Year resolution, like always like carry forward, like we always hear about terms like carry forward lah.
Yeah.
Last year tak sempat lah kan. So when we talk about like fail to continue the resolution, why people always actually fail?
Because they never really give a lot of thought into it. And like I like to give you this example that I came across very recently.
Okay.
A friend of mine sent me a WhatsApp message that says, "Don't go to the gym from January 1st to January 5th." it will be full of people whose New Year resolution is to keep fit.
Yes, I agree with that.
Go to the gym after January 6th when those people are no longer around. So basically, this means that people make New Year resolution, but there is no follow through.
Yeah.
And they lose track of it, and then they just let it drop away, and things go back to normal.
Yes, I think same goes with the financial planning as well, right? So the first year, like, okay, next year I wanna like at least have like 10,000 ringgit for this 2025, and then I'm gonna like simpan saving 200 ringgit per month. So it's only beginning of the year, and then after that, as time goes by, gone already.
Yes.
So what do you think, like the factor like this thing will happen, like the resolution is like being pulled out, like being pulling back, like sudah semangat and then tiba-tiba dah macam tak ada dah.
Yeah, in a way, because what people always feel is that, oh, it's a new year. I must do things correctly this time.
Yes.
And then they start going off and start doing it. And then as time goes by, they lose the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
They lose the desire to continue. And then slowly things trickle out and it just disappears.
Oh, yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think one of it is like their lack of motivation lah. What do you think about that?
I would say motivation. I would say more like the discipline.
The discipline, yes.
Because we can say a lot of things that we want to do, but then in the end, we end up not doing it because we don't have the discipline to follow through.
Yes.
Yeah. And when we don't follow through, whatever it is that we've planned just goes down the drain.
Yeah.
It's all wasted.
Just like the gym.
Yes.
Just like the gym.
Just
so
like
you
the gym.
subscribe, you pay monthly. So
and then
you
only
invest.
go for a few sessions and then
Only a few sessions, then bye-bye already, cabut already.
Correct, yes.
So I think I kind of agree that this is one of the main factor that they failed their resolution last year because of the lack of discipline, right? So I think so what do you think, like in real life example of the client who set and achieve financial resolution? So do you have any like clients that already have achieved their new financial resolutions?
Well, so far, most of the people I work with, they don't really do a New Year resolution every year.
Okay.
They have already had a fixed plan
Okay.
from the time that they started deciding where I want to be in the next 5 years.
Yes.
Okay. So it all boils down to proper financial planning.
Yes.
And following what we call the principle of SMART.
Yes.
Okay. So SMART in this case will mean it is specific, measurable,
Yes.
achievable,
Yes.
realistic, and time bound.
Yes. Agree.
Okay. So specific is what are my goals? Where do I want to be in
Yes.
5 years from today?
True.
Okay. Measurable is how much do I need and what can I afford today in order to be able to put aside to achieve that goal.
Yes.
And measurable comes with realistic as well.
Yes.
Because if whatever you put as measurable is not realistic, chances are it will fall off along the way.
Yes. Agree.
So in financial planning, we always try to help people to not only be measurable, but be realistic in their targets that they want to achieve. So time bound in this case, like it's a 5-year plan.
Yes.
So at the end of the 5 years, I must reach this target. But along the way, of course, we do track and see whether they are on track, they are off track, or they are ahead of time. So if they are ahead of time, we can let them take some time off and say, okay, since you are 6 months ahead of schedule, for the next 3-4 months, you can do whatever you want. But remember, after that, please come back to continue because you have your 60 months time frame to achieve.
Yes, agree with that. I think that's a very good tips whereby we use the terms of SMART, SMART. So for those people out there that if they need to achieve their resolution, they have to think smart. Am I right?
Yes.
So it goes back with the SMART, like specific. Just now you mentioned measurable, achievable, realistic, and also time bound. So if you have all this SMART, the 5 words, right? Okay. So I believe that you can achieve your goals.
Most people will be able to do so.
Yes.
But if you are going to do it on your
Yes.
own, there's one more thing that you need, discipline.
Yes.
Because if you don't have the discipline to do it, then whatever it is that you set out may falter along the way and may drop off.
Yes.
For those who are disciplined, of course, they'll be able to achieve their goal.
Agree. I mean, in order to achieve the SMART, so definitely we need the practical financial strategy like budgeting, tracking, or need to create emergency fund. So
Yes.
what you can explain about that?
Okay. Whatever it is that we try to achieve, of course, in financial planning terms, one of the most critical things that we need to do before we start targeting for our goals is to create an emergency fund.
Yes.
This emergency fund is, of course, something that you put aside just in case an unfortunate event happens.
Yes.
You lose your job.
Yes.
You get sick and you cannot work for X number of months.
Yeah.
Then this is the money that will come in and help you during this period of time.
Yes. Agree.
And please remember, if you have to dig into your emergency fund and you have used the money, please top it up again once you are able to do so before you even start doing the rest of your goals.
Yes. I mean, like buying a new handbag is not considered emergency fund lah. Let's say emergency need the new handbag, so it's not considered emergency fund. So that one is considered your buying your luxury is actually another fund. Okay, tak include dalam emergency fund. So a lot of people think that macam I emergency need new handbag lah.
Tak boleh lah.
Tak boleh lah kan. Okay. So yeah, I think in order for us to create the emergency fund, to create the budgeting and so on, right? So definitely it involves tools for financial management, right? Tools like apps, like these days, right? All these Gen Millennial, Gen Z, they have all these apps inside their phone. So what do you think? Like how do we actually people that are workable using the apps?
Okay, most of these apps, the most workable one is your budgeting app.
Yeah.
It helps you to track your budgeting, your budget, your expenses.
Yes.
And whether you're on track to not exceed what you are spending.
Yes.
But again, it comes down to discipline.
Yes.
Because it basically means you need to update your app every day.
Every day.
Otherwise, 2 days later, alamak, hari Isnin, did I go here? Did
Lost
I
of
go
track
there?
already.
I lose track already.
Yeah.
So once you lose track, your budget all goes haywire.
Yes, agree.
So again, discipline.
So even though you are using apps, so you need to manually do
you
also.
You need to update it regularly. Not only regularly, promptly, so that you don't miss out on any particular expense that you. Alamak, I overlooked this.
Yeah.
Now if I go back and update that, my budget passed already.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like buying a coffee. Like okay, today you buy one coffee, and then you didn't track your buying one coffee. It's okay lah. It's just one coffee lah. I track tomorrow lah. Tomorrow I still buy another one coffee. So by the whole month you don't have enough money. Then when you track back,
because you forget that you have spent that money.
Yeah. It's just simple. It's just a spending on the coffee. But sometimes people might lose track because of they don't track their expenses. That's why they cannot remember. Just a simple one coffee also they can lose track already. So it's very important, like always keep track. So with all the apps that we have, so it can help us, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of the AI thingy, right? So I believe that most of people is actually asking advice using ChatGPT and also get from internet. So how do you explain about that?
Okay, for me, using AI and using ChatGPT, in order to be able to get the best benefit out of it, you need to be able to tell ChatGPT everything that you are, everything that you have, everything that you are doing, who you are, how you manage things. Because if you forget any of these things, the response that comes back from ChatGPT can be inaccurate.
Yes, agree.
Okay, and by using this, it's always what you input is what you get.
Yes.
So like the famous saying, garbage in,
Garbage out. Yes,
Okay?
agree.
And once you find your garbage, you have to redo everything all over again.
Yes, agree.
Okay, before you can get back again the suggested solution from ChatGPT. But what ChatGPT is not able to help you with is to understand your personality, your idiosyncrasies about what you like, what you don't like, what fits you, what doesn't fit you.
Yes, agree.
So these are things that are a bit difficult.
Yes.
If even if ChatGPT can help you, it will not provide the best solution for you.
Yes, I agree. But like you mentioned just now, right? Even though when you ask ChatGPT, you need to write down everything in details, right? About your life, your expenses, because ChatGPT doesn't even know like how is your spending habit, right? So they don't even know. So
and ChatGPT cannot prompt you to say, "Hey, do you have any other income besides your salary that you earn?" You know, they won't do that. So that's why it's good to use that, but be aware of these limitations.
Yes, agree. I mean, we can take some of the advice, like very basic one from the internet, from the ChatGPT, because in the end of the day, we need like a human touch ataupun human role play to actually help us throughout the session.
One is human role play. Two is the solutions or the suggestions that come back from ChatGPT is normally quite generic.
Yes.
They will not be able to address your personal requirements and what you like and what you may not like. Because sometimes you do not know how to put it into ChatGPT to say, I want this, but I don't want that. I like this, but I don't like that.
Agree? So meaning having said that, like taking internet from the internet, taking advice from the internet, it can be like a very what we call it, you have to play safe about it. Like we cannot like take 100% about it. Like so in order for us to actually to take advice from the financial planner, I think it's more like what we call it, more accurate. I can say that.
I won't call it accurate. I would call it more personal.
More personalized.
Because if you do it with another human in front of you, okay, even though it may be on Zoom, okay, there is this conversation that goes on.
Yes, agree.
You know, you will tell him, you will tell the planner this thing. The planner will start asking you questions. Then you will reply, and then suddenly you'll find something else, and you can discuss. That is two-way communication.
Two-way communication, that's the most important.
Whereas if you do it with AI or ChatGPT, it's always one-way communication and one-way feedback. There is no queries that ChatGPT is able to say, hey, what about this? Have you thought about it? You know, there is no way at this point of time that that type of interaction can happen.
Yes, agree. But as far as I know, also ChatGPT is actually keeping your old history searching. That's why they only can give you advice based on your history that you searched before. So they cannot give you like what we call it in future, what will happen if this thing will happen. You know, like in future that they cannot tell you. You know, like having a emergency fund. In future they cannot tell you like you're gonna have this and that. So but if ChatGPT, they only read based on your history that you searched before. So then they're gonna keep repeat back. If you notice, they keep repeat back the same information.
If you want to use ChatGPT, basically it means that you need to periodically update ChatGPT with what happened this week, what happened next week, what happened the week after next, so that ChatGPT is able to have a track record. But even with a track record, they will just assume what you tell them is what actually happens. They will not ask you, why did you do that? Why did that happen? Is there a reason why this thing you needed to do this.
Yeah.
So this is where you lose that personal touch of consulting with a human person.
I mean, I kind of agree with you. I like the word that you say that we kind of, when we use internet or ChatGPT to ask for the advice, we lose of a personal touch. I think that's the most important. Like when you do planning, in any planning, I believe that let's say if you want to do wedding also, definitely you wouldn't ask like ChatGPT, hey, I'm gonna do wedding by this date, so my team is this one, can you help me to decorate? They cannot do.
Yes.
They cannot help you to do it. They only can give ideas.
I mean, it's the same. Even if you, since you talk about wedding,
Yeah.
even if you take a wedding planner to do it,
Yes.
okay, the wedding planner may not even understand what you want unless you are very, very specific.
Yes.
Then only they can come back to and say, what about this? What about that?
Yeah.
Can we do it like that? Can we do it this way, that way?
Yeah.
Then, once everything is trashed out,
Yes.
then you get what you want.
Yes, agree.
And that is how the wedding planner helps you.
Yes.
Which unfortunately, ChatGPT is not in a position
Cannot do that.
to do so.
Yeah, they have limitation doing that,
Correct,
right?
yes.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's good to know that the AI, maybe sometimes it can help you, but sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, I think we take a break. So after that, when we come back, we're gonna talk about a very interesting topic, which is a very casual topic to talk about. So when we come back, we're gonna talk about CNY with Mr. KS. Sorry, with KS. Sorry, with KS. So yeah, we come back again. Okay, so welcome back guys to the TeaTarik podcast. So hari ni kita masih lagi bersama dengan guest kita iaitu KS.
Hi.
So KS, thank you for staying with me kan throughout the segment.
Yes.
Masih okay lagi ya?
Masih okay lagi.
Masih lagi Because kenapa kena okay? Sebab our next topic is very interesting topic. Okay, since now kita nearer to the CNY, Chinese New Year, so we are gonna talk about makan besar culture pula, sorry. Makan besar culture. Macam tu. So okay, so when what is actually, apa maksudnya in your terms, like what is makan besar?
Okay, for the Chinese, when they celebrate the New Year, one of the things that we always want to do is to have all family members gather together at the home of the head of the family.
Okay.
Okay, and when we do this, what happens is that the head of the family will normally host what we call a reunion dinner.
Reunion dinner, yes.
Or makan besar.
Makan besar.
Reunion in the sense that all family members that belongs to that family will come together and will gather to have a reunion session to catch up on what has happened with them, especially those who are from far away. Okay. Sometimes family members only meet up once a year, twice a year, or only during special occasions like the wedding, birthday, or anything like that.
Funeral lah.
For Chinese New Year, what we do is that we gather all the family members around, and then we'll have this reunion dinner.
Yes.
And then people will catch up and explain and share what has happened with them, what has happened to their family members, get updates from their cousins, nephew, nieces, uncles, aunties on how the family has been doing in the whole of the last year.
Start all the question with the auntie uncle lah. Start all the question like how you doing, how's your salary, how's your job now, how's your career.
Of course, such questions, there are some sensitive questions that will come out. But if it is done in a more friendly way, and it doesn't sound like an interrogation, then people will not take it personally.
Yes.
Okay.
Agree.
But if it becomes too personal or too, it feels like an attack on you.
Yes.
Then try to hold back your response.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Give you an example of what should not have happened. Okay. During a reunion dinner, one of the aunties asked the niece, "Hey, you're already so old already. Belum kahwin lagi ah?
Yeah.
Tak ada boyfriend ah?"
Ayo.
Yeah. I've been to so many weddings. I'm still waiting to go to your wedding.
Yeah.
The niece got upset, very sensitive, and the niece just blurted out without thinking, "Auntie, I've been to so many funerals already. When am I going to yours?" Silence at the table. The auntie got up, the auntie walked away. The niece suddenly realized what she said, blushed, and also walked away. And the whole dinner was just silence after that.
Oh my God.
So be careful of how you phrase your questions when you ask people during this occasion.
Yes.
If you just see them by the corner, do it, not at the table itself.
Yeah. I mean, when we like this a time of the year whereby we're gathering everyone, so I think just being nice to everybody. That's it. Like instead of asking like when is your wedding? When you're gonna have another kid? Maybe we can ask another thing like how's your life? How's your health? You are in a good condition. So I think it better we throw that a very like more like friendly question rather than like very interrogation question, kan?
Yes.
Like tanya funeral lah, tanya bila mau kahwin lah, ayo. I think that's a typical like normal standard question. When
unfortunately, these are the types of questions the older generation likes to ask, and older generations always feel that there's always a time limit for you to achieve certain life goals.
Yes, agree.
And if you are not doing it, why?
The you big why.
You want me to introduce somebody to you?
But the younger version of the family, like the cousins, like their question is more like also how's your life, bro? Like how's your like how's your business and everything? Like can we share a business? These are the things that the younger version like love to talk about, right? Yes. So I think it's very common question that when we go to a reunion that they will ask this kind of question. But it's up to you guys to actually to accept it. So just one word is just be open. Right?
Correct.
Be open.
Be open. Don't be sensitive.
Yes.
If you find an awkward question, just answer in a nice way.
Yes.
Even though the person who asked the question may not like your answer, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Don't throw back something that creates a problem with everybody who is there with you, around you.
Because in the end of the day, we need to respect the elders, right?
Yes.
So that's what we call it, family. So kita ada hierarchy, kan? So we still need to respect our elders, kan? So if for me, right, whenever I go to a reunion or anything with my family, so whenever they throw this kind of question, I just laugh. Then the auntie or uncle will pelik, are you sick? Are you okay? When you gonna get married? I was like, I just say like that. And cabut already lah. Then the auntie said, must be wrong with your head lah. That's why I'm not married yet.
Yeah.
So I think it's try to make it fun lah, because kita jarang jumpa, kan? Betul tak? So still on the makan besar topic. So usually just now you mentioned about like usually the head of the family will do all the need. So is this like some kind of like a compulsory or necessary, like the head need to provide everything, food on the table?
Well, it all depends on the family. If the head of the family, if the family is well-to-do, the head of family will of course sponsor and pay for everything for the dinner. There are also occasions where family members, and I'm talking about the olden days when we have this reunion dinner at home, at the home of the head of family. There will always be other family members who may decide, let us help you to prepare one or two dishes.
Oh, that's so nice.
And when these things happen, please communicate with one another so that no two persons will bring the same dish.
Yes.
Okay. So at least there will be a variety of things. But in modern days now, in modern times, Now, most of these reunion dinner are held at the restaurant.
Yes.
Okay, where the menu is fixed. Okay, so if the head of the family can afford, then the head of the family will pay for the dinner.
Yes.
If the head of family cannot afford, and family members will know that he cannot afford to pay, then it will be up to each family member to say, let me contribute something to help pay for the dinner as well.
Yes, agree. So please take note on the head of family. Don't worry if the CNY makan besar coming you don't have to worry like you have to pay everything The most important is the communication. Like
Yes.
you have to communicate with your family. So if you can afford, don't pretend like you can afford to put everything on the table. So just being honest with your family and then just do the open communication.
Correct.
I believe that that's what family for because we understand each other, right?
Correct.
So I like the term of like doing a potluck and then if we go to restaurant we like tong tong, right? I think that's a Chinese term I used to term we tong tong lah kan. So I think these are the terms that whereby like you need to be more open lah to your family and don't hide it like if you can afford don't share that you can afford to pay because it might eat you from inside.
Don't force yourself and don't go overboard.
Yes, because in the end of the day, we wanted to enjoy our dinner, right? Because as you mentioned just now, makan besar is something, it's like a reunion for family, right? So that's why there's a term say that food that bring us together.
Yes.
So yes, when we talked about like food bring us together, right? So that's why we gather everyone with the food lah. So because Malaysian is equal to makan. So for you, KS, right? Do you have any favorite food that you're looking at for your CNY?
Okay, in most CNY dinner, couple of dishes are always present. One is the fish.
Yes.
Because a fish, when spoken in the Chinese language, can equate to wealth.
Wow.
Okay. So by having a fish means that you are going to be able to enjoy wealth.
Okay.
Okay. Then there will be always the more auspicious things like the suckling pig, the roast pork.
Oh, okay.
Nowadays we don't get it as much anymore. The shark's fin soup.
Yeah.
So these are things that will always be part of the menu in the reunion dinner. Yes.
I think, but nowadays like they have this imitate shark fin, right? So called shark fin, but it's not actually shark fin soup. They call it imitate taste lah.
I think they have moved on from that, and it's a different type of soup. Okay, and just for with the type of ingredients that can signify the same meaning as what shark's fin used to mean for people as well.
Yes, I agree with that. But for me, my favorite part, like of course, I also have my own favorite dish during CNY makan besar. My favorite every time I go to hotel or any visiting my friends and family during makan besar, my favorite food would be butter prawn.
Yes.
It's also symbolized wealthy, right?
Correct. So, one of the reasons why is prawns, whenever it is cooked, it always turns golden in color or red in color.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I think most of every restaurant when I go, every time CNY, if you all visiting a hotel for buffet ke apa kan, you akan nampak ada button prawn tau. Everywhere we go, mesti ada button prawn, button crab. So the taste was very good. Makes me hungry. So I think it's one of the what we call it must-have dish kind like fish, butter prawn. So other than that, what else like? Is there any other like dish?
Okay, in older days, there are dishes like chicken and pork. During the year, the family may not be able to afford it regularly.
Yes.
So these are only food that is being prepared during special occasions.
Yes.
And primarily during Chinese New Year.
Okay, that's nice. So my next question is there any other food that we cannot put on the table? Ada pantang dia during the CNY makan besar?
Not that I can think of.
Oh, okay.
Food is food. We eat everything.
We eat everything, right? So everything is wealth on the table, right?
Yes.
As long the name of food, kita makan sahaja kan. You put cendol also suddenly also can, no problem, right? You put rojak also we can eat, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I think that's very good to know that a little bit of culture, makan besar culture in Chinese family. So yeah, the next one, what we're going to talk is we're going to talk about like very interesting topic also juga, something like I think most of people like talk about it lah. It's actually is the on color for red and gold. So we're gonna talk that later. Okay, when we come back again. So welcome back guys dalam the TeaTarik podcast brought to you by WealthVantage Advisory. So tadi kita masih lagi bersama dengan kita punya guest kita iaitu KS.
Hi.
Hi KS, thank you for staying with me again. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
So I know that you're busy with your schedule and everything. So thanks for dropping by here to share us the knowledge about financial resolution and also a Chinese New Year culture thingy. So yeah, now speaking of culture CNY. So as I promised, we're gonna talk about why are the red and gold is the on colors for Chinese New Year?
Okay, traditionally, the Chinese always equate red and gold as symbol of wealth, symbol of prosperity. So during the Chinese New Year period, most people will always try to deck out in various shades of red or various shades of gold. All right. Traditionally, it will be top and bottom.
True.
Okay, and for guys and for ladies, it will be the dress.
The dress.
Okay,
yes.
but nowadays, for guys, it will only be the top that will be either red or gold.
Yes.
The pants can be any color.
Yes.
Okay, so times have changed.
True.
Okay, but the symbolic reason behind it is still equating red and gold with wealth.
Yes.
Yes.
So I believe that just now you mentioned that the red and gold is symbolized of wealth and everything. So and I also know that that's why every time we go to mall, we go to everywhere when the time of the year comes like CNY, right? Like all is like gold.
All the decorations be red. All the decorations.
All the baju red is bring forward. Bring to the forward, and then some of the I believe that some of the furniture also change to red and all the lansir red and but don't cat your house red lah or else people might think it's a balai bomba.
No, not balai bomba. People would think you owe the along money. They kind of splash red paint on you.
Yeah, also there's also juga lah kita tak nak lah kalau boleh. But that one is a bad red color lah But for CNY good color one is actually the red ampau packet.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but the things that I like this, what is inside the red ampau packet. So my favorite color is inside the red ampau packet is the blue color, the blue purple.
Purple color.
The purple color. Yes, the purple color. So I only like that color that inside. So kalau dapat dalam 5-6 keping pun dah okay dah lah macam tu dah.
Cukup lah.
Cukup dah sebulan dah can cover the makan besar kan. Okay, so yeah, I mean of course the red ampau packet is also a part of the culture for Chinese juga kan. They must
Chinese,
give, right?
What we do is during Chinese New Year, the married people in the family will always try to share their wealth by giving angpaos to their unmarried younger family members.
Yes.
So to their children, their younger brothers and sisters, their nephews, they will be handing out these angpao packets for them. And also to the head of the family, okay, you will also want to respect them by also giving them the same angpao as well. So angpao will be given to the head of the family and to the younger generation who are unmarried.
Yes.
And tradition always says that only married people can give out angpao. If you are single and not married, you are not allowed, you are not encouraged to give out angpaos. Even though you are well-to-do, if you want, you can just quietly give people their money, some money for them to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard about this thing also. Like only married people can give the angpao. The unmarried one cannot give angpao.
Cannot give
That's
angpao.
why a lot of people are single right now, right? Because they don't want to give out angpao. I think, I mean, for those married people, married couple already, I start to think, oh, there's a CNY already start to calculate already how much I need to spend,
Correct.
right? Okay, speaking of spend, right, for the angpao packet, right? So, is there any significant amount, the minimum one that we can put?
Well,
or?
there is no minimum or maximum.
Okay.
It's up to your capability to give.
Yes.
And with the advent of technology, it has also become very impersonal.
Yes.
Because nowadays you also hear of e-angpao.
Yeah, I heard about it.
So there's no more physical angpao.
Yeah.
You get a QR code.
Yes.
You give to the younger family member, scan, and they will be able to get the allotted amount.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what your budget is, how you set up your e-angpao allocation.
Yes. I think is speaking of you're talking about the e-angpao thingy, right? So I mean that's the beauty of CNY actually. Is actually to get the physical
But of course
angpao,
you want
right?
the physical one.
Yeah. I mean if me I personally I like to receive a angpao packet, you know, like whereby you can take a peek and have a look, and then you can like put aside and kumpul all the banyak
all the different types of angpao packets.
Yeah,
given by different companies.
Yeah, but this I mean not only CNY, even Hari Raya also, right? We also start the e-angpao already. So I personally I would tell my family, like please give me actual angpao packet. I need the angpao. I need to collect all the angpao packet. But last time during our time or our time tau.
Your time and my time very different.
Tak apalah, orang tak tahu KS. During our time, right? We love to collect all the angpao punya sampul, and then we do a collection actually, kan? But this day we don't see that anymore, right?
It's getting rare.
Yeah, it's getting rare.
And even if you do get, it's become a bit short.
I mean, I agree that the angpao is based on your capability to give it. Like it's not compulsory that you need to put certain amount.
Yes.
It's basically it's just the fun of the festive, right? Whereby all the small kids receive angpao and everything.
The joy of it all.
The joy of it lah. So I think I can say that like back to the financial planning thingy, right? So everything must be planned, and then watch over your kids, so even they receive the angpao, that start to plan their tabung already, so that we don't.
That's one way to help the kids inculcate financial habits.
Yes.
And to be able to show them what their angpao money can become over a period of time.
Yes, agree. So that's why I think the modern family now also, they start to realize already, like for the angpao packet for the kids, why we need to save a bit for them, for their futures and everything. Some of the kids already have their own bank account, right? They can open using the guardian punya approval, right?
Correct.
So I think the modern family this day, they're very aware with this financial situation, right?
Yes.
So that's why actually I kind of be happy like what we have now. It's not a part of it's not only a celebration whereby we giving money and then the money finish already.
Yes.
But at least we know it's a small investment for the little one, you know.
Correct.
Like when you give money to the little one, it's sort of much investment, because you will know that when you grow up, you know, you will have the money for your future. So I think I also believe in that way also. When I give money to the unfortunate people or to the small kids, right? The money I will treat it as my
contribution.
Donation to them, like so that you can use this one wisely. When you grow up, this money can help you with your future study and so on. So I think this is the beauty of the festive, right?
Yes.
But other than festive, can we receive angpao?
Can.
Birthdays,
weddings.
This day also, right? When we talk about wedding, right, or birthday, right, we don't know like what to buy for them, right? So that's why we change with the angpao, right? So that you can use the money. It's like a contribution. Like you can use the money, buy the things that you like, you know, rather than we buy the things that you don't like. Then in that end up we don't use that thing, right?
Yes.
So I think So to summary up for the CNY festive, I think what we can conclude is actually is about being fun, having fun, gathering, family gathering, right? It's not about like who's do better in
Yes.
financial,
Correct.
in career, right? Let's just not talk about that, right?
No.
During the visiting.
No.
This is my free advice to you guys, huh? So don't ask when you get married lah, or when you gonna give your what, how much you receive your bonus lah, okay? No need to ask that.
Where you going to buy a new house?
When you go buy, oh, you still using the old car? No need to talk about that one lah. It's all about like when we meet the family, we talk about how's your life, so how's your health, okay? How you guys doing? No, it's about family lah, okay? Betul tak? Okay, okay. So for you, any last word? Any CNY greeting to all the followers?
To all my friends, family members out there, wishing you a very happy and auspicious Chinese New Year, and may this year of the snake bring you luck, prosperity, good health, and wealth.
Yes. So for me, I just say CNY. Happy Chinese New Year. Kong Si Fa Chai. I don't know lah whether my pronunciation correct or not lah. Correct, right?
Yes, yes.
So hope to see you guys in the next episode. So if you guys like this podcast, the TeaTarik podcast, so don't forget to subscribe our channel, and also don't forget to follow
and like
and comment and share, and do whatever you guys think, do whatever you guys feel wanted to do lah, macam tu kan. So I think until we meet again our next podcast channel, so until we meet again, okay? TeaTarik podcast. Clinking.